All right, so here's the second guy. This is Jethro, and he's handsome. So Jethro, I'll wait till people get on here to give his story. How you liking your hat, Jordan?
I like it.
Yeah, like your hat too? Yeah. So this is Jethro, you guys. He lives with Hennessy, who we just did. And Matt, like lightning, went inside and traded dogs and came back out. So this guy tends to be a little bit more reactive in class. And when I mean reactive, I don't mean like he's out at the end of the leash, like lunging at other dogs. He is just, he just gives a lot of low-level growls. And we'll do a lot of heavy eye contact. He has been in a couple fights with other dogs. But it sounded like he pretty much pinned the dog and didn't do anything else. So, but you see this guy's coming in a little more energy than Hennessy did. His hackles are up just a little bit, so he's just a little stimulated here. Same fan club as before, Stella. Serena's got a muzzle just in case here. So if you guys actually see this in his body language, he's actually hunched up a little bit. You can see his butt, like from his mid-back to his butt is hunched up a little bit. And to me, this means he's a little insecure. Yeah, see his tail and everything? So right on cue, just kind of shows you what he's about in this setting at this time. And I always keep in mind that this is just a snapshot of what's going on in his world, but it gives us an idea of what we're dealing with. But you guys can see the hunch. So this is him trying to make himself look smaller. He's just trying to convey that he's not a threat. He's just a little unsure. And again, you guys, all these other dogs, other than this tan one, which her name is Stella, with her tail up. Oh, nice timing on Serena's part. We're just giving him extra space here because of his insecurity. So the more, now his tail's really tucked. He's really unsure. Yeah, Rachel, is almost flight mode. I think he probably would. He'd probably try to get into a corner or something. And I think if he got cornered from other dogs, I think he'd probably lash out. Fight or flight. He's certainly not curious, that's for sure, not right now. Even his pace almost has like a, it's not a walk and it's not a prance, it's in between. Kind of antsy. It's like a go fast, slow down, go fast, slow down. Honestly, these evaluations like this probably teach myself and my staff probably more than anything. We used to do a ton of these. And again, so if you didn't have a crew just hanging out like this, like dogs that aren't up in his face, this wouldn't work out as well. Because it gives him a chance to do this at his own pace and not be swarmed, lowering his head. Looks like he started to use his nose for a second, but if he knows the way in, he probably knows the way out. And that's why we're going back there. Very cautious here. See, he just went, this is flight mode. So Matt's going to do his best to unlock him. He's frozen. There we go. Yep. That's good. Let him come in this direction if he wants to come in this direction. Because everybody's over here. So if he wanted to make his way through on his own decision, then by all means. And then back to the gate. Do sideways, Matt. Don't. There you go. Obviously for this guy we're going to suggest socializing just because he needs to, I mean, if it's something that the owners want. I mean, it's easy for us to say, hey, this dog needs socialization, but we always have to take into account of what the clients want too. Like, it's not always about what we want and what we think the dog wants. We will suggest it, but then also it's not like every client lives right around the corner, so then you got to look at travel and, you know, all that that's into account. So travel, the cost of it, all of it. His tail's out further now than it has been. See, now he's curious about Aspen. She's like, not my butt. So Matt, when he gets to the door, if he led you back there, just hang there for a second with him, okay?
Okay.
Ooh. First time I've seen his tail move. It doesn't mean he's happy, guys, either. So the reason I'm having Matt stop here is because I want to see what kind of decision he's going to make. Is he going to make the decision of going to do something else, or is he going to make the decision to sit there at the gate? It's going to give us all feedback as to, see? Keep walking him around. You wouldn't have had that present, Matt. There we go. Look at him now. See, he's a little more curious. More sniffing. Doesn't matter if it's people or dogs. Good. There you go. Let him work through that right there too, Matt. Nice. There you go. Excellent. These guys are starting to change in front of our eyes. Now he's starting to get confident enough to start to pee on stuff. I think he recognizes you from class, Serena, the way he sniffed you.
Well, I'm also holding his muzzle, which so
Oh, yeah. Renee, can you step in and move Aspen out of the corner for me, please? Thanks. Look at that tail now. Yep. Good. Thank you. Look at this guy's face. Now it's much softer. You guys see this? When he turns back. Again, you guys, this all goes back to having a group like this that's not influencing him in a negative way. Controlled environment. You guys, I said that last night on the live stream. Careful. A little staring going on. Tools are interchangeable and they can still get you to the same destination. Nothing can replace a controlled environment for social skills at all. Yeah, Rachel, he's definitely changing a little bit with the wagging. At least there's something there. Not that he's like an overly just happy, joyful guy, but there's a change. And again, he just wants to head back out. Can you just call him to you, Matt, instead of the leash pressure? There you go. Good. Nice. A little uppity here. Change. I don't like those two together. And that's sometimes the way that works. There's a couple dogs that'll maybe start staring at each other and just gotta know not to mix. They're not ready to meet yet. Remember, dogs don't have to go nose to nose to meet. And this is good too, because he's got a dog that's tan one right directly in front of him and he's sniffing the ground. I think he and Aspen could be friends. The way they're in each other's space, like not up against each other, but they're interested in that scent. See, he's curious here too. See him lean in? Nose is twitching. There, and the mouth opens up more. See more pink in his mouth than we have had the whole time. Yep. So his whole body language has changed. See his tail? Everything. Of course, here comes UPS, so you'll see how all the dogs react to the UPS man. It's good. Good. Let's end it here, Matt. Awesome. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Again, we're ending on a good note. It's all a part of it. We'll probably get him out again this afternoon. So, until next time.